have a question for you. Is there a difference between how much your food weighs in grams versus how many grams of protein that food contains? I've been trying to say that for ages. Sentence clear. So let's just say it simply. You have 150 grams of chicken breast right here. Does 150 grams of chicken breast contain 150 grams of protein? The answer is no. No. Chicken breast does not contain 100% pure protein. Even though it's a very high protein food, it's a great high protein choice. It still has fat in it. It still has water weight in it. So it does not contain 100% of protein. The majority of your high protein foods do not contain 100% protein. What I want to do is hop on here, give you a quick little story about a little dude called Frank. Frank comes to training. Frank wants to get fit, do whatever he does. He has all these goals. First goal we give him is let's focus on how much protein you eat per week. Frank's all excited, so he writes down, this week I'm going to eat 150 grams of protein. He writes 150 grams in his book. He leaves training, he's all excited, he goes shopping, and he picks all these high protein foods. Anything that he wanted. I was just about to say grapes. Eggs, beef, chicken, edamame, tofu, almonds, peanut butter. He's brought Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. He's brought lentils and black beans and chickpeas. He gets all that food, he goes home, he starts meal prepping, and he's like, right, all I gotta do is hit 150 grams protein a week. Fred comes back to me the week after and he says, yo, I've been so good sticking to my protein goal. I'm like, bro, how's it going? He goes, I've been eating 150 grams of protein, it's been good. Check out my food plan, my food diary. Fred doesn't like tracking on MyFitnessPal or anything like that, totally fine. I was like, okay, cool. Let's go and have a look at your diary. So Fred gives me his diary, have a look. I'm like, Fred, you're being really consistent. This is awesome. So I get down, I open it, have a look, and I'm like, Fred. And this is where sometimes mistakes happen between communication. I have a chat to Fred. I'm like, I want you to hit 150 grams of protein. He's like, yeah, sure, no worries. But we have a different understanding in what that is. 150 grams of protein to Fred is the weight of the food. 150 grams of protein to me is the amount of protein that's contained in that food. So for a chicken breast, for 150 grams of chicken breast, you're getting about 44 grams of protein in that. So Fred has been under eating. He's been eating excellent protein sources all throughout the week, but he's only been hitting approximately 40 to 50 grams of protein a day. So we need to make sure that Fred gets back on board. And how do we do that? We teach Fred what a good protein source is. We teach Fred how much protein is contained in each high protein source. One of the main reasons why we want to track on MyFitnessPal is because this sort of thing would have been picked up possibly by Fred himself, because he would have been going, why does this say this here? Because on MyFitnessPal, you'll look at a macronutrient breakdown of all your foods. It will show you your calories, your fats, your carbs, your proteins, and you would notice that. So one reason why I love everybody to start tracking, especially if you've not done it before, because it builds a history, it builds a experience, and it builds your understanding of tracking. There are times where you're going to need it, and there's times where you're not going to need it. But at the beginning, if you're going to go and follow some goals, it's just really awesome for us to just follow something and stick with it consistently. I will leave some examples after this in the slides of some great protein sources. No matter what your diet is, you can be a vegan, you can be a vegetarian, a pescatarian, on keto, you could be doing carnivore, paleo, whatever, do whatever you want. Whatever suits you. There are so many reasons why so many people are on diets. Some people can't have high carb diets. Some people have health issues, autoimmune. Some people do it for ethical reasons. And there's no judgment. You do whatever you got to do for you, and that is totally fine. But there is no excuse not to have enough protein on whatever diet you choose. We live in a world that has so many sources available, regardless if it's plant-based or meat-based, animal-based. And yeah, like all you need is just to have a little bit more understanding of what you need. Go for it, hit it, and keep hitting your protein. Protein is such a great building block for your body. It's great for your bodily processes, building muscle, body for repairing our body. It helps with our digestion, our insulin, so many bodily processes in our cells and enzymes, and it just plays such an important role in so many things. Go down the rabbit trail and see why protein is important, because then you will realize why you need it. Muscle building with training, very important. So you need to get your protein, hit your protein. If you have any more questions, give me a message. I'm more than happy to help you. But Fred is on the right track for his future. Oh, come on, Fred, you got it. 150 grams of chicken equals 44 grams of protein. If you want to have a quick look, we're looking at 150 grams of everything. So all the food I'm about to say is going to be 150 grams. And then I'm going to tell you the protein value of this food. So eggs, 18 grams of protein. Pasta, 26 grams of protein. Salmon, 28 grams of protein. Lentils, 18 grams of protein. Steak, 33 grams of protein. Greek yogurt, 15 grams of protein. Almonds, 32 grams of protein. And protein powder for 40 grams is 28 grams of protein. So as you can see, there are so many sources there. There are so many things that you can have to build up your protein. All of those foods, you could have a little bit of that. All that together would probably equal over 300 grams of protein all up. So you wouldn't even need to eat half of that amount. But yeah, biggest tip, eat a bit of protein with every meal.